guys, it's Jake. It has been a while since I posted a video. This month is November, which is actually my anniversary month. And I'm gonna show you a behind the scenes from our wedding, which is this sign right here. Our wedding was themed after the Tower of Terror at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's our favorite ride. We have a lot of history with that ride. So our wedding was loosely themed, and as a welcoming centerpiece, together we built this sign to imitate the real sign when you enter the ride at Disney World. So we're going to take a really short look at how we made this sign here, and hopefully that will help inspire you guys to go make your own creations. So here's a look at the actual sign on the ride and how the lettering changes, so you can see the Tower of Terror logo light up. And like I said, it's our favorite ride, so we had to have a picture with it. We started with a pink foam base that we used a projector to trace the outline of the lettering and the decorations, and did all that with Sharpie. And then I built that into a framework that would hold up lighting and plants, and this whole thing had handles and was easy to move around, and it kind of resembles the planner of the real one. It's all fiber optics. These are fiber optic kits that you can use for your lighting, star lighting in your house. And on the back side, I traced the lettering, and I had to do it in reverse so that it would pop out straight on the front side. And every single hole was hand punched. The foam isn't that tough, but it's a ½ inch of foam, so I had to pre-poke holes because the fiber optic is tough, but it's not quite that tough. I wanted to make sure that it went through and came out the other side in a straight line, and we didn't get weird angles or anything like that. You also don't want the fiber optic to break or snap on the inside, because that can cause issues with the lighting throughput to the end of the fiber optic as well. So there's about 500 or 600 points, I think, to hand punch and hand thread, and that's what they look like. The tails, we just pull all the slack out the front and dress it neatly in the back. And there's another angle, and that gives you a good look at the layering too, of how we attach the foam to the wood frame. After the fiber optics were punched through all the holes, I went around on the back with silicone, and all this is doing is bonding it to the foam. What this is doing most of all is keeping it from backing out. There's not a real big threat of that, but we don't want it to back out of the hole, and then you'll never get it back in. So coming along, you can see how much silicone and fiber optics it is, and that's the front of the sign finished with all the silicone, or with all the fiber optic poke through. And then Emerald, who is the painter, added this stone mortar texture with wood glue and gave it a real natural rock consistency. And that's important because the rough texture of that helps hide the tips of the fiber optics when we snip them off. And then after that, she painted all of the letters and lines, all the decorative stuff. She airbrushed, and voila, she is quite the artist. Made it look great, and the texture helps hide the tips of the fiber optic poking through. And once we had it done and dressed, I set up a simple LED light into the fiber optics on a controller that faded it in and faded it out slowly. So now you see it, now you don't. And the uplight also helps pop the texture. So that's it. Enjoy.